When I say the word media, what comes to mind? Perhaps social media like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, which is more than likely the bulk of you considering our age. Or television shows like Grey's Anatomy and The Office, the radio and things like Pandora and Apple Music, or magazines like People and Sports Illustrated, maybe even the news and some celebrities. So now that you have something media involved in mind, think about how the media affects you. Does it affect you on a daily basis? The answer is yes. The modern world is constantly running off some sort of media. It affects each and every one of us every single day. Without it, we would probably all lose our minds because we were so accustomed to it. It is great and all because it is easy access, informative, enjoyable, and it's our main form of communication. It always has our interest and is constantly advancing, and will continue to, but the downsides are just too crucial to ignore. When I say the word media and teens, what comes to mind? We know that the media affects all of us, but how does it affect teens? Growing up and discovering who you are is hard in itself, but even harder while being influenced by media on an everyday basis. This tween teen generation feeds off of media through its portrayal of body image, trendsetters, and celebrities, just to name a few. So here's the big question and proposal for you. How does the media content negatively impact teens' perception of morals and values? Statistics show that 24% of teens go online almost constantly, 92% of which go on daily, and only 6% teens say they only go online weekly. I guess you could very well say it's a hobby, or maybe even addiction for some. We know that it affects this age group. Now, how does it influence them? As children develop into tweens and teens and so forth, they begin to consider multiple perspectives in a situation, and their moral reasoning becomes more flexible. A recent poll shows that 70% of Americans are worried about this modern culture and how it's portrayed in television and movies. It is lowering moral standards in the United States. Teens spend so much time on media and have such easy access to explicit content. For example, sexual promiscuity, which is shown to be normal through things like fictional programming, reality shows, rap music, and the internet, just to name a few. They are responsible for exposing these adolescent minds to adult sexual behaviors that depict as risk-free and A-OK. Statistics show that teens rank the media as the leading source of information about sex. Violence is another big one. Today, 99% of homes have a television. On average, a typical hour of programming features 6 different violent incidents. It's proven that kids and teens accessible to violent media increases their chances of aggression and violent behavior. They also have a chance to be less understanding of other people's needs and feelings, and also might feel more afraid of their environment. Tweens and teens are impressionable. The social cognitive theory explains that children learn ideas, values, emotions, and behaviors by observing others in their social environment, like the media, for example. And then another big one is social aggression, which involves harming others' feelings through social exclusion, gossip, or friendship manipulation. Movies such as Mean Girls make it seem like it's cool or fun to be the mean girl and involve all the things that come along with social aggression. So you might ask, what about social media? A study surveyed college students about their social media habits and what was most important in their lives. Those who use social media more often reported being more concerned with things like appearance and having fun rather than helping others and being honest. Take this into consideration. It's human nature to tend to believe something is true or normal until proven otherwise. So when you see someone's post on Instagram, we assume that it's the truth. It can possibly make you question or challenge your values because it seems normal. This is a problem when a teen is raised to believe that underage drinking is hazardous, but is bombarded with photos of people drinking and having fun. That's just an example. Social media doesn't often capture the ups and downs and consequences in life. There's this illusion of a distinct beginning, middle, and end to something when it's really just a moment, often even a fake moment. Media's brand of normal can be a trap for kids who naturally associate attention with validation. It's also twisted, but you can't deny the truth. We live in this media saturated world and do not control the message. The media justifies teens' actions and things become morally acceptable that otherwise wouldn't be, like the way people communicate and treat each other, dress, and what they post online, just to name a few. Media is influencing teens' morals and values in a negative way, and it's an issue that cannot be ignored.